You know, if we think of the fun games templates in Lumio as being kind of the fun part of the tool, then I think we can look at the smart response assessments as being kind of like the brains of it. This is the part of Lumio that helps us really monitor student growth over time, which is what we want to do when we're providing good assessment. When you're in the smart response assessment tool, you can create activities that are assessments. You can have multiple choice, you can have short answer, different types of questions. So I'm going to make you two videos. The first one is going to look at how to create an assessment demonstrating each type of question, and the second video is going to show you what it looks like when you're running the assessment from the student view. Okay, let's get started. Let's take a look at how to add a smart response assessment to a file. I'm just in my Google Drive and I'm going to open up my hot and cold file that I've been using for some of these other videos in this compilation. And so I'm just going to double click on it and it'll open in my preview. And yes, I want to open with Lumio by Smart. I could have just right clicked on it and done the same thing. I also could have gone straight to Lumio itself, searched in here and opened it from within there. So anyway, here is my file. It's all set to display, but I'm going to go to the edit by clicking on the hamburger top left and down to edit lesson. Now I'm in my lesson. There's my supersort. There's my shout it out, and there's the video that I've added. Now I'd like to add an assessment. So I'll click the plus arrow at the bottom and click on response, a whole class formative assessment. So I'll click on that. And I can choose what type of question I would like to ask, and then I can add them one at a time. So let's go. And so I have these types of questions to choose from: multiple choice, true or false, multiple answer, poll opinion, and short answer. So let's make some questions that we can integrate into our hot and cold file later. So let's say, which of the following is hot? So enter an answer: snow, fire, ice, and ice cream. And you can see I can have a whole number of different responses to choose from. So let's put in some more things here. Winter. So there's room for at least 6. So here I would just click on the correct answer is fire. And that's a multiple choice question. I could find an image. Let's do that. So I'm going to search online for an image of something that is hot. Not that type of hot. Let's look for fire. Oh, let's look for something else that's hot. The sun. We'll use that image. Okay, so there's my first question. It's got a picture in it. I'll add a question. This one will be true or false. And I'll say the month of December is a hot month in Australia. And of course the answer is true, and we'll just add that question. True or false? We'll say multiple answer. Which of the following countries have summer in July? So we'll say Canada and the UK and Spain and New Zealand. And so of course these 3 will be correct. So we'll add the question and we'll find a poll. Would you rather live in the northern or southern? And these aren't, actual questions you would use. We're just demonstrating the tool. So that's an opinion. So we won't give them an answer there. Add question. Short answer. Please enter your name. And it's an open answer, or I could enter up to 4 correct answers. Okay, and each time I added a question, it actually gave me room for the next one. So we have a new question here. I've got my questions in here. I'm going to click next, and we'll get rid of that last one. These are my different questions. I can add a title, hot and cold questions. Instructions. Please answer the 5 questions. Okay, and finish. So now I've created my assessment. It's added it to my Google Drive as a separate file because I created this as a new file that's just this smart response. So I'll just call this hot and cold quiz. So I will remember what it is. And we'll finish editing. And so this is my file. And so I can start this file and my students will come into my class and then they can answer the file when I'm ready to go. So that's going to be our next video and we'll see what that looks like.